We are back. It's your boy Big Vern here in the App Stupid Studios, having a good time. Before we jump into the next segment, y'all know what the deal is. We gonna hit you with a rap break. So right about now, drop the beat. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios, and we pushing a new rap album this month. J. Cole, The Fall Off, in stores now. Get it where you legally can, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track, side one, because this is a double album. I got 2-6, Safety's crazy. Run a Train, J. Cole is that dude. Legacy, Bounce Road Blues, Drum and Bass. Man, we was popping it just a minute ago, and my guy was like, yo, I don't even hear a drum or a bass, and this thing is, that's how high. It's just levels. It's levels to the rap game, and Jay is that dude. Lonely at the top, the bonus track. Then, side two, you got Full Off, The Inevitable, The Villains, Man Up Above, I Love Her Again. Oh man, that's like an in runaround to the Common. I used to love her before he changed his name to Common, and he used to be Common Sense from Chicago. Get out of here. And Ocean Way. J. Cole, Fall Off, in stores now. Yo, shout out to J. Cole doing this thing. Make sure y'all show the brother some love. Dreamville going hard. So, Emmitt Smith, and he was in Super Bowl Media Row, and this, and we'll do a separate story on this, but this needs to be talked about even more because now you have a situation where here it is, no one wanted to see New England versus Seattle in the regular season, and they damn sure don't want to see it as the final game in the NFL. So they have an NFL problem, and the viewership of the Pro Bowl is just a predecessor to what's going on. So or prelude to what's getting ready to go down on Sunday. So don't be shocked when they see awful ratings for that game. Anyway, Emmitt Smith, he blasts Cleveland and Todd Monken over a lazy Shedeur take. Now, Yahoo Sports, they covered this, and I was reading through it. And Todd Monken, he tried to play politics, and it's bad. And it's bad. Number one, if they're going to put you on the spot, why don't you just go ahead and solidify that and then drop what you got? You don't play politics. Remember, John Harbaugh was out there in front all the time, running interference. So rarely did they have to go ahead and hear Todd Monken being called to the floor. But when he was asked about Shedeur being the guy, he pivoted to, hey, he wasn't ready to hand out the job, and some other nonsense googly doc about he's excited to work with all of the QBs in that room. Really? Really? Yeah. The time to grow a spine was there, and just stand 10 toes down on it. I don't know what it is where people have this hate for Shedeur Sanders. I have no clue. Here's a kid who doesn't say much publicly. You can't put any kind of controversial thing on him. He doesn't get in trouble off of the field. I just don't get it. When it comes to him and him getting an opportunity, it seems like it enrages people. And I'm like, when he needed you the most as a coach and letting people know how this thing is going to work, you failed. You failed. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And I didn't like that answer at all on Media Row. But I also tell you who didn't like the answer as well. Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith didn't like it. And in one instance, he agreed with Monken, saying there's no security in the position, but he also asked why the job wasn't handed. Why was the job handed to Drake May? Excellent point. Why was the job handed to Trevor Lawrence? Excellent point. Again, those are all legitimate points. And Emmitt is completely right. He follows up with, what does Cleveland have? They don't have shit. Dylan Gabriel showed you that he just doesn't fit that system. And Stefanski and the coaching staff had something against Shedeur. They had something against that kid. Why else would you keep a kid on emergency third string backup who's perfectly healthy, who dominated the offseason, OTAs? Remember, we cover it here. Everybody in the organization, the higher ups, they were just like, man, he's blowing things away. He's making throws. He's making reads. It was Stefanski that chose to go ahead and do this whole, I'm stubborn. We're going to go with Joe Flacco. We're going to go with anybody but Shedeur. And then when Shedeur gets in, he wins. And this man shows you his hand when he doesn't even give the man the game ball. Come on, man. Again, he made it about himself, and not one person in the media said a goddamn thing. But still, we find our way to criticize this kid who hasn't said anything, who hasn't got on the wrong side of anybody. But yeah, Shedeur, we're going to go after Shedeur. Come on, bro. Miss me with the bullshit. Again, I do this. Stefanski tried to bury this kid. He rose to the top. Now, for the first time, he's got a head coach out here who could have stood in the gaps and said, yeah, Shedeur's my guy. He wasn't pump faking. Now, Yahoo Sports, like I said, they just copy, cut, and paste articles. So this originally came from Josh Petrie and Touchdown Wire. And Josh Petrie, he chose his bias because he was like, well, in all fairness, Drake May is in the Super Bowl. Look, stop that bullshit right now. When Mike Vrabel took over, because Gerard Mayo was the coach last year, and trust me, Drake May sucked donkey balls. He got out there, and that dude stunk up the field. Not once did Drake May's job was threatened as them pulling him. Nobody went ahead and told him that he couldn't do this, that, and the third. So that's a horrible reflection in that. This year, Trevor Lawrence didn't have a really good year. This dude threw more picks than any time in his career. His numbers were the worst since he actually came into the NFL. So those are just horrible examples for you to try and stick up to justify your hate for a kid who's done nothing to anybody but play football. Because the facts are, his endorsement deals are bigger than his NFL contract. Facts. Him being rumored that he was going to play in a Cleveland preseason game, that was the biggest sellout crowd that they had on hand. Bigger than Baker Mayfield, bigger than Odell Beckham, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Jarvis Landry, bigger than that era. And Todd Monken was there for that. So you see the energy is with Shedeur. The fan base, people in other states are rooting for this. And I still don't have any clue why the NFL keeps doing this. Is it the NFL or is it upper management? Upper management is thrilled about Shedeur. They're going to try, when the timing hits them, to get rid of Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson could have played this year. Deshaun Watson was activated, and he was active right off injury reserved around the 5th of December. On the 21st, they shut him down. They say, yeah, you can still work out. You can't practice with the team. That don't sound like that's something that they're trying to hold on to. But for some reason, Shedeur just seems to be this third rail. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. Did you all hate this man's dad that much? Because that's the only thing that I can point to is the hate for Deion Sanders. Because I don't know how you could dislike a kid who doesn't even talk. He didn't play the whole, I'm sending my coach heart emojis and everything when they train him. No, fuck him. This dude intentionally made my life horrible. So what? He's gone. Good riddance. Bring on the next coach. Look, If you got anything different, get in the comments. It's your boy. It's your boy Big Vern. Y'all know the drill. Get in the comments whether you agree or disagree. Let me know what's going down. It's your boy Big Vern. We'll be back.